A Blountsville man was sentenced in court today after being convicted of sexual torture and sexual abuse of a child. Good evening, I'm Brenda LeDunn. 54-year-old Jeffrey Allen Gable is now set to be in prison for the rest of his life. We want to warn you that some of the details in the story may be disturbing to hear. ABC 3340's Valerie Bell was inside the courtroom and shares more about this case and Gable's sentencing.
Jeffrey Gable, shackled and handcuffed, suited in orange, was brought into a courtroom. Before being sentenced, he declined to make a statement. Gable was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole and 20 years. Those sentences for sexual torture and sexual abuse will run concurrently.
Today we can tell this family and this victim that her perpetrator will never be able to get out of prison.
Gable was indicted in October of 2020. A jury found him guilty on both counts last month.
Evidence presented at trial showed that the child in this case, the mother encountered her with an actual sex toy after the defendant had left the bedroom. She had her underwear down.
The victim, just 3 years old at the time.
It's always a good day when you can put away a bad person for hurting a child. And so I think they're relieved to see that happen. It was sad for me in our office to have to watch this young little girl take the stand and testify in this case. So I believe the family is very relieved that he is not going to be on the streets.
Gable's attorney filed a motion requesting a new trial. The state now has time to respond.
We feel confident in our conviction and in the testimony elicited at trial, and it's a standard motion. Everyone's going to file a motion for a new trial outlining any reasons they have. We expect this in all cases.
That hearing is scheduled to happen in January. In Blount County, Valerie Bell, ABC 3340 News.
And Blount County DA Pamela Casey also discussed a bill that's been pre-filed in the legislature. It would make rape first degree and sodomy first degree of children under the age of 6 eligible for the death penalty. Casey explained the Supreme Court ruled that unconstitutional. But states like Alabama are attempting to challenge that, so people who inflict harm on a child are held accountable to the highest extent of the law.